imagine this. You're planning your dream home, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want it to be comfortable year round.
Yeah,
You want it to be kind to the environment
of course.
and maybe even, save you some money on energy bills.
Sure.
Could MAXRaft be the answer?
Okay, let's see.
That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah. So I think what's interesting here is that they're kind of approaching things a little differently.
Okay.
They're not just talking about insulation. We're talking a whole system.
Yeah,
That's designed to work together for optimal performance.
I see.
And get this, they're not just focused on residential homes.
Right.
They're doing everything from small houses to big projects like schools and hospitals.
Yeah, I did notice that they mentioned schools and hospitals.
Yeah.
And that kind of caught my attention.
Yeah.
If it's good enough for a hospital or a school,
Right.
it makes you wonder what it could do for a regular home.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And speaking of things that caught my eye, there's this line in their flyer.
Oh, yeah.
It says, an insulated slab will last for the life of the building for less than 1% increase on the build cost.
Wow.
Like, that's a pretty big statement.
It is. It is.
You think?
Yeah, I think what they're getting at is the long-term value proposition.
Yeah.
Spend a bit more up front, but potentially reap the rewards for years to come.
Right.
With lower energy bills and a more comfortable living space.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it challenges the idea that insulated slabs are just a luxury upgrade.
Okay, so let's break down, why insulated slabs are so different from a traditional concrete slab.
Yeah.
I'll admit I don't know a lot about foundations.
Sure.
Beyond the fact that they're important.
Right.
Wow.
So think of it this way. A traditional concrete slab is basically a big conductor of heat.
Okay.
In winter, all that heat from your home escapes down into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And in the summer, the heat from the ground radiates up into your living space.
Oh.
An insulated slab acts as a barrier preventing that heat transfer.
So instead of losing all that heat, in the wintertime, an insulated slab keeps it where it belongs inside your home.
Exactly.
That sounds like it could make a real difference.
Yeah.
Especially on, a cold night.
For sure.
So how exactly does MAXRaft create this barrier?
Well, they've got a key component called MaxEdge.
Okay.
And typically that's made from high-grade EPS, polystyrene, or XPS. These are materials known for their excellent insulating properties.
Right.
They basically wrap the entire slab with this insulation.
I see.
Creating a continuous thermal barrier.
So it's like giving the whole foundation like a cozy jacket to keep it warm.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's this whole thing about R values.
Right.
That seems to be a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
In the world of insulation.
Yeah.
I understand that, it has something to do with how well a material resists heat flow.
Yeah.
But can you break it down for me?
Sure, you're right. R value is a measure of thermal resistance.
Okay.
The higher the R value, the better the insulation.
Right.
Think of it like this. A high R value means you're putting up a stronger resistance to the flow of heat,
Okay.
keeping your home warmer in winter and cooler in summer.
Makes sense.
And MAXRaft boasts that their products often exceed building code requirements when it comes to R values.
Okay, so a higher R value means a more comfortable home.
Yeah.
And lower energy bills.
That's right.
That's definitely something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
One thing that really stood out to me in their materials is that they offer different products for different ground conditions.
Yeah.
They've got options for everything from good solid ground to soft ground, expansive soils, even areas with specific seismic requirements.
Yeah, they do.
It's like they thought of everything.
That's one of the things that makes them so interesting. They're not taking a one-size-fits-all approach.
Right.
They understand that different building sites have different challenges, and they've developed solutions for a wide range of situations.
Yeah.
For example, they have a solid pod design specifically for soft ground conditions that claims to have zero heat loss.
Wow.
It really seems like they've done their homework.
Okay, so they've got the energy efficiency and the different ground conditions covered.
Yeah.
But what about the health aspects?
Okay.
They mentioned creating a healthier living environment. Is there more to that than just being warm and cozy?
Yeah, there's definitely more to it.
Okay.
A big part of it is moisture control.
Right.
An insulated concrete foundation helps prevent dampness and mold growth by keeping that ground moisture from seeping into your home.
Yes.
So a dry home is a healthier home.
Right.
And that's especially important for people with allergies or respiratory sensitivities.
So it's not just about comfort.
No.
It's about creating a living space that's actually good for your health.
That's right.
I'm starting to see why they call it a holistic approach.
Yeah.
They seem to be thinking about the bigger picture here.
Uh-huh.
But, all this talk about pre-cut components and off-site manufacturing and panel plans,
Yeah.
it sounds pretty complex.
It can sound that way.
Is building with MAXRaft really that much different from a traditional build?
I think they definitely seem to be focusing on making the construction process
Okay.
as efficient and streamlined as possible.
Right.
Imagine a traditional concrete pour. Yeah.
It's messy, time-consuming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for error.
Right.
With MAXRaft, much of the work is done off-site
I see.
in a controlled environment.
Okay.
And the components are designed to fit together precisely.
Mm-hmm.
They even provide detailed panel plans to guide the installation.
Oh, wow.
So it's all about minimizing headaches and maximizing efficiency on the building site.
So less chaos, less waste,
Yeah.
and faster build times.
Right.
That sounds pretty appealing,
Yeah.
especially in today's world where everything seems to take forever.
I know, right.
And it probably translates into cost savings as well, right?
You're exactly right. Reduced labor costs, less wasted material, and quicker completion times all contribute to a more cost-effective building experience.
That's great.
Yeah. And they even highlight that their products contain recycled materials
Yeah.
and can be recycled at the end of their life cycle,
Oh, that's fantastic.
which is a big plus for sustainability.
It's like they're ticking all the boxes.
Yeah. Sustainability, efficiency, health, ease of construction.
Mm-hmm.
They even claim it costs less than 1% extra to build with their system.
Yeah. Pretty impressive.